All right, joining me now, Neal Katyal. He was the acting Solicitor General of the United States under President Obama. Neal, good to see you. Thank you for being with us.
Good to see you.
Jared Nadler, coming in to be the head of the Judiciary Committee, says the president has likely committed impeachable offenses, but that he may not be impeached for it. What's he getting at?
Well, I mean, the constitutional standard is high crimes and misdemeanors, and, you know, it differs. Different people have different views of that, but one obvious heartland of it is a felony, and what Trump is being essentially accused of by career prosecutors in the Southern District of New York is a felony. So it is very much an impeachable offense. It's within the heartland of what impeachment is all about.
So what in your mind, is this a political question of what to do with Donald Trump, or is it a legal question about what Donald Trump's exposure is?
Well, holy smocks, I think it's probably both. You know, so I think in terms of you know, the legal piece, you know, this is a felony and a serious one. And if this were any other individual, Donald Trump would be going to jail. So his only hope is to play this get-out-of-jail-free card, which is now, I'm the president, I can't be indicted. And I think the most important point about that for your viewers, because this is where the politics intersects with the law, is that the president himself is engaged in a massive bait and switch, or maybe a bait and witch. You know, before, it used to be the president was saying that he had nothing to do with the Stormy Daniels payment. He was asked in April, quote, Mr. President, did you know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels? No. And then he says, go ask Cohen about it. I didn't know anything about it. Now the tweets today is a whole different thing.
Yeah, it was set up, it was done properly, it was done through a lawyer. That doesn't seem to cost Donald Trump in the court of public opinion, because he seems to be as low as he's going to get. But legally, that's got to be interesting to prosecutors.
But you don't seem to be connected to the internet.
Well, I think that, you know, I think that the prosecutor, time is early. You know, this was just a filing on Friday, so we don't know all the things that the prosecutors know, and it takes time for these, you know, all of this information to come out. So I think it's premature to say, oh, it's not impeachable, or the American public doesn't care or something. After all, at the end of the day, they're going to see a report. It might be an indictment, it might be a report, it'll be something from career prosecutors saying Donald Trump directed the commission of felonies. That is a dramatic thing to say about the president of the United States.
So there's debate as to whether or not the president can be indicted while he's the president. That's a debate for a different time, and we've had some of that. The question is whether or not at some point Donald Trump faces justice, and maybe that's while he is the sitting president of the United States, or maybe it's right afterward. What's your best guess?
Yeah, so I think it could be either, and I think that's an important point, because Donald Trump is sitting in the Oval Office right now, or I guess the residence, that's usually where he is, and I think he has to know that even if he wants to play this get-out-of-jail-free card about, you know, about sitting presidents, he's not going to be the president forever. There's not going to be a statute of limitations defense that's going to clearly work for him. So he knows he's facing the serious prospect of time behind bars, and really the card he has left to play is resign and avoid a criminal trial. And I think that that's going to become an increasingly likely possibility as the facts come out and as the American public realizes they've got a guy in office who has lied to the American people, who has committed felonies, and is in deep violation of his oath to take care that the laws be faithfully executed and uphold the Constitution of the United States.
Neal, thanks as always for your analysis. Neal Katyal.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.